agreed. Mr. Shedd, you briefly mentioned in your written testimony the challenges of managing the modern threat of legal Chinese acquisition of American companies with sensitive technologies, customer data, or IP. How does the intelligence community currently assess that risk, and how does that assessment compare if that information was transferred via a cyber breach?
Thank you for your question. Again, while I still hold my clearances, I'm not in the day-to-day business of the intelligence community to give an opinion on that. Certainly, what I understand the intelligence community position to be, though, is that that risk is still very high in response to your question. And that the moderation or the modification that the Chinese are doing now, and when I say the Chinese, I'm referring to the CCP, is to Made in China 2025, which was launched in 2015, now has been extended to 2030. And we know that within that plan, they have two very high priorities of focus. One is aerospace, and the second one is biotechnology, because they did not meet their goals out of the 12-ish or so of those goals within Made in China 2025. And so that's where I would place that.
Thank you. We're going to go to the third question, because I know I don't have much time. Mr. Shedd, when the intelligence community identifies foreign actors with potential strategic intent to acquire sensitive U.S. intellectual property or technology through transactions that fall outside the CFIUS jurisdiction, what mechanisms exist, if any, for communicating relevant risk information to policymakers or the private sector prior to deal completion, sir?
Thank you for that question, which is a profoundly complex one to answer, because the intelligence community as a whole has not focused, as the Chinese have focused, on economic intelligence or economic espionage and intelligence by extension. And so in understanding the CFIUS process and what is behind that, of which I was a member of when I was still in government, in reviewing that, I think it's critical to be able to get economic and financial intelligence from the Chinese as a collection matter in order to be better informed to understand what the ultimate objectives of that particular CFIUS review process is when it comes to the foreign investment related that could present a not necessarily dispositive, but could present a national security threat to the United States.
Thank you very much. And again, Mr. Lucci, I don't believe you're a racist. And I know how much you love your family. So thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.